Up next. The week is starting off right. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Chris.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Miami's starting group. Siakam is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Noel. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And for Memphis, we've got Johnson. Brogdon out there with Hardaway. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Holmes in at the 5. Now here's Noel. Back to Paul. And at the midway point, what stands out, Chris, to you about this phase of the regular season?
Well, Kevin, it's always that the standings have pretty much solidified the favorites, the cellar dwellers, and this is where a front office will take a hard look at their roster and maybe look to make some moves as well.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the shot by Chris Paul. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Wiggins kicks to Paul. The 3. Offensive rebound Heat. Outside Gordon. Down low, Noel. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, I love watching Gordon go to work on the pick and roll. I mean, he's a high IQ player who knows how to pass off the screen.
Now here's Johnson. Passes it to Hardaway. Now Brogdon. And Gordon over to help. Just 5 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Heat now. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. To the paint, here's Paul, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Dating the foul call. Paul is crafty. It varies his speed.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Giannis outside.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Paul, right side. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. To the middle, there's Noel, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Seeing the floor well. Paul is fantastic at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Brogdon against Paul. They double him with Wiggins. Hardaway with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Gordon. Here's Noel. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Antetokounmpo finds Johnson. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Giannis. Baseline jumper, and he overshot that one, missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Johnson, the pass to Giannis. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Paul. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And it's Gordon missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Johnson. Brogdon against Wiggins. Bounce pass from Brogdon. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
And to me, this is the perfect spot for a Giannis jump shot. Keeps the opponent honest.
So at the end of one quarter. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Noel. Gordon out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Siakam in at the four-man position. Now here's Johnson. Following the shot by Chris Paul. Johnson finds Brogdon. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Paul for three. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
He can create, and Paul can knock down the three. Perfect combo for a point guard.
It's Giannis with the drive. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Brogdon against Paul. 11 feet away, and slam dunk by Noel.
The patience Paul shows in the pick and roll game, I mean, it really forces the defense to make a tough decision.
Brogdon against Paul. To the inside, and to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Now, here's Siakam. He picked up 39 points in their last one again.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary. Oh! Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Wiggins outside. Siakam inside. Covered by Giannis. Shots good by Siakam. Siakam's got 4 points in the quarter.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Brogdon the pass to Hardaway. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. And he gets the bucket. Brogdon's got his second basket of the game. And Siakam has got the ball here for Miami. From outside the arc, he can't get that one to fall. And Memphis the other way now. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. That one falls.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Paul kicks to Wiggins. 32 seconds left now here in the second. Good work defensively by Johnson. Holmes trying to free himself up. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Miami trailing 3-on-3. Pass to Noel. Brogdon against Paul. Paul is doubled. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. No good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You've got Brogdon. Antetokounmpo is out there with Johnson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Brogdon. Drops in the layup for 2. Brogdon's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
And the size and muscle of Brogdon, able to shrug off the contact with ease on the way up.
Noel dishes to Wiggins. Ball outside. The teardrop falls in. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Back to Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Brogdon looking it over. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Gordon against Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Paul with the steal. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And that's all started by Paul's anticipation. He creates the turnover, then jump starts them in transition.
Brogdon against Paul. Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Siakam. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Hardaway finds Johnson. Back to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. And it's Noel with the rebound. The Heat trail by 3. Siakam for 3. That one doesn't go.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
And stolen by Noel. Al Paul. 7 points in the game. Here's Siakam. Stolen by Brogdon. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Holmes passes to Giannis. And the rejection by Noel. Wiggins outside. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Wiggins has got his first 2 points of the night.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 1 on the basket from Paul.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Giannis outside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Memphis out in front. They lead by 3. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're doing the right thing on offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, Gordon is out there with Paul. Then it's Wiggins. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Siakam in at the power forward. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Wiggins. Holmes. And another basket for Memphis. And it's the Heat with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Good work there as it goes.
I mean, for a player who only stands 6 feet tall, Paul is a pretty good finisher inside.
Brogdon against Paul. Pass to Giannis. Another shot. Holmes with it. Over Noel. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Holmes kicks to Johnson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. They shoot again. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Good shot from Brogdon. He's got great shot mechanics.
The pass to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Paul. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Brogdon against Paul. Passes it to Holmes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
First team foul.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Holmes.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Right wing. Pass to Noel. He kicks to Paul. Fires from 18. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Another one for Paul. I mean, he may have a pass-first mindset, but he's capable of filling it up fast.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Defended by Paul. Pass to Holmes. Oh, and the jam by Holmes.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Giannis against Paul. Paul is doubled. Kicks it to Noel. For 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brogdon the pass to Holmes. Loads it up for Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Paul kicks to Gordon. Kicks it out to Siakam. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Noel throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Giannis dishes to Johnson. Siakam against Antetokounmpo. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're behind by 7. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the game. Seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gordon. Antetokounmpo pulls it in, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, man, and that shot defies the word clutch. I mean, Ariza coming through yet again.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Cans the 3.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.